Hey everybody, Psycho here again, and finally I am back. It has been a long summer, I know guys. I had to go away for work again. We did a little project in Edmonton this year. I ran excavator for a company over by the River Creed Casino. If you guys know, we've been over that way. And I also did a small project in Fort McMurray before coming home. Everything is done now. I have the winter off, and it is time to get back to some projects. And oh boys, we have a bit of stuff I picked up over the summer, and we got to get at them. So starting off today, I want to just keep it pretty simple. But I got a new set of headlights for the Silverado. We're going to put those in. And I also have the quick attach for the battery. If anybody knows, these types of trucks have the side connections and they're garbage. And we got this nice style right here. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Stay tuned. So underneath the hood, I did buy a new battery for the truck before I left, and I put that in. But and when I bought it, I made sure it had the top post as well as the side posts. And I started messing with this. This got to be all ripped apart. But you can see the negative terminal loves to get corroded, rusted, whatever, and it breaks connection. I've had a few times where I had issues with this, along with there's actually other vehicles I've had troubles with that as well. Even the square body is guilty of it. I had to clean it up in order to get it fired up. Another thing I bought, I put all new coils on her. I put new wires on it. I have a new set of plugs coming, and I've recently taken the valve cover off to look at the valve train. Everything looks good on as far as that goes. So yeah, it shouldn't take too much, and hopefully with new plugs I got my truck back running. And I'm going to set you guys over there so you're safe. But all I'm going to do is unhook this. We're going to cut these wires out of here, and then it should be as simple as just tying down the new ones. And there is our wires. Alright, so I got this apart now. It's a bit of a pain. I had to molly hawk it just to get this to come off. This piece here was easy, but I had to cut this. And then I just took the wire brush to the existing wires, cleaned them all up. So now it should be just as simple as putting them in and tightening them down. Look at the deer over there. That is a little 4-point buck. So finally, take that off. And now we got to gear this up. So that way so we'll put it like that. And there it is. Beautiful. Now, I would like to get like a little cover for this, but I guess, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. That's on there. She saw it. Alright, so I got both sides done now. I'll give you a close-up how it looks. So I did run into a couple issues. One, This line right here is very, very short, and unless you like modify this a little bit, it's kind of stretched a little bit. Not much I could do about that. Another thing is, this is super, super close to the fender, so when you pull off the quick attach, you do run the risk of arcing, so something to be mindful of. This side here went together really easy, and that's the one that really matters. But like I say, that's that. It looks good and it works better. Only thing is, I wish I would have ran that down underneath a little bit better, but whatever, that's not a big deal. So moving on, we are going to do the headlights, and look at this. Look how beautiful these are. We got one of these, and on out there, girl. Nice. That is going to look a hell of a lot better than what I got now. So as far as disassembly go, this is actually pretty simple. I don't believe we even need any tools. We just take that out. This then comes out. We have a high beam that is keyed, and I have a set of HIDs. So we got those, and then we got the low beams, which I put my stock ones back in. I didn't like the LED ones. Try to take that out without smashing it. And yeah, so there's one headlight out. Now we'll do the bottom, which is more of the same. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's a little push-in tab. Let me see how it looks here. Just like that. And that's it. Same thing. Turn. And one thing I should probably do in the future is get some new bulbs, because these don't look all that healthy. And that's that. And that's how simple it is to remove these. Oh, look at the water. Beautiful. So now it's just as simple as putting everything back together. I did put some new rubbers that came with the kit on all of these seals where there was water in this. And hopefully everything just goes back together pretty simply. That's one. I guess that's correct. And two. Okay, that clicked into place, so yeah, should be just as simple as that. And then hook it in like that. And that's it. That's the bottom light. Looks pretty good. And we got the big one here. So on, off, on, off. And that should be just as simple. Like I say, these are all keyed. You can't put them in wrong. That's why I'm not showing it really. Because it's just as simple as find the key and then turn it to the right. And then we just lower it down in place. And we put our pin back across. And that's it. Pretty simple. And oh, look at that. That looks pretty damn good. Oh, get up close and personal here. Now, as long as they stay sealed and don't get any water or any other issues, I think I'm pretty happy with them. Like I say, old ones. And these are the clear corners, which I absolutely love, especially from my Honda days. Everybody had them. Beautiful. So I got the lights installed on both sides. Looks pretty damn good. One thing I did notice, I do have a blown bulb here, and this one needs to be replaced too, and even this one in here blew. So I think what happened when it filled up with water, it shorted and it blew the bulbs. So that's something I got to do in the future, but for now they are in. I've also put some new plugs in, iridiums, NGKs. Truck is running perfect, doesn't misfire, which is, oh, it's a load off my back. So we got the truck back, and oh, right on time, Mr. Geronimo. So I did get Evan a bike. That is a 98, what is that? A 98 Honda TRX 250. Beautiful bike. Picked that up over the summer for him. Well, actually, I had my buddy drop it off. I didn't pick it up. And yeah, he's been driving around on that now, and he's getting actually pretty good with her. Now I just gotta try to get him into shifting, because he doesn't shift. He just puts it in second gear and he just drives around and tears up my lawn. So yeah, happy my truck is back and it is going. And we got some other stuff here. Oh boys, you already know about the CR250. I did get the gasket kit. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but we have a full gasket kit for the engine. I got a new spark plug for it as well. It just came in yesterday, or not yesterday, but a couple days ago. We're gonna try to get at this project. I would love to get spark and compression and see if we can get this bike fired up. We got the DRZ still here. I still don't have a clue what's really wrong with this. I'm taking a shot in the dark, and I'm thinking maybe the timing is off. So I do want to check the timing on it and go from there. Hopefully we can get it fixed. I got a new chain for it, a niche chain. We'll get that put on, and I got the screws to put the exhaust cover on over here. And then this bike is ready to go, hopefully. I got to get the paperwork done up for it, and yeah, perfect little bike. Can-Am is still here, works great. We had that out there the other day. XL80 still works great. Had that out the other day. We got to work on this winter. There's another project coming up. I got to do like the oil and do the carburetors and get it ready for spring. Trying to sell that. We'll see. And we have another project. Yay! Lots of projects. But this actually isn't too bad. It does run and drive. It is a, what is this? A 1984 CM200 Honda. It does run. I've driven it and stuff. And it needs like the fender put back on and a couple little things to get it perfect. The electric start, like the button over here, doesn't work because it's kind of cobbled up with the battery that the guy put in. It's way too big, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but I got a good deal on it. So got a first street bike, and I would love to get my bike license on this. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing I have, and it's up here, and this is going to be a fun little set of videos, or maybe just one or two videos. I can get this down here without smashing one of my bikes. If we come up here, we got a bunch of boat engines to get at. 6 horsepower Evinrude I got to get at. 9.5 Johnson. The 4 horsepower Mariner. I think that's how you say it. I got to try to get them running. But look at these little oldies. These are like 1950s, 60s chainsaws, and they were basically thrown off the side of a bank, and they were just going to be buried. And of course, I can't let stuff, vintage stuff, get buried. So the guy gave them to me. So I got a Pioneer, a couple Pioneers. That's a Headlight. That's a Craftsman over here. That one. And we got whatever that is, a ProMax 700. That's a big, heavy saw. And we got another Headlight. These are all Headlights. And next, another video coming up shortly will be, see if we can get a couple of those running. So, lots of cool stuff coming up. It's so great to be back, and I can't wait. And of course, I got some stuff to go on Evan's bike as well. Can't forget my son. I got, what do I got to put on there? I got a set of headlights, because his headlights aren't any good. So we got these. I think they were like 20 bucks. So we're gonna put those in. A thing to take out valves on an LS head, because I would like to try to get some more stuff done to that. And boys, everywhere I look, there's stuff to be done. Next video is going to be that generator though. I got to get that running for the winter. So that's coming up next. And we got this bit of a project going on. And unfortunately, we got so much done, and then it rained. So now everything's all flooded out. We got to get it drained, but this whole area is getting pulled off, grubbed out, and putting in good material. And I'm going to be able to store like my square body over here, and I'm going to put hopefully a sea can here for storage, and we can use that if for more stuff, more junk basically. They love that little bike. And so that's my buddy's 5-ton Kubota. Nice little hoe. And made short work of this. So yeah, that is everything that's coming up. And hopefully we can get started before it gets too cold, and we'll see how it goes. So anyways, hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for viewing. Jesus, did that again.